I'm Joey Berry and I will be at the Grumpy Old Wargamers convention.
Hey guys, and welcome to Flames of War for the Win, Episode 4. Of course, I'm rejoined by the magnificent Dave, who's come in his army man outfit.
I'm an action man.
You're an action man. So we thought we'd kick this one off with a little bit of a look at history. So anyway, all right. So Dave, D-Day is round about D-Day.
Yes.
Okay. D-Day was actually yesterday, is it, according to filming, or is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Is it yesterday, tomorrow? Well,
June 6th.
yeah.
5th today.
June 6th.
Yes.
This is what allies, what are you, an American?
An American 29th Infantryman. Yes.
An American 29th Infantryman, obviously a medic.
Medic, yes.
And I must admit, I'm fascinated by the regalia you've got on you.
It is quite extensive, isn't it?
It is.
And this isn't the most anyone would have taken into combat.
Really?
Well, I haven't got a rifle.
Yeah.
I haven't got a stretcher.
Yeah.
And lots of them did.
So you would have had to carry a stretcher as well?
as well as all this.
Does it fold down, or?
A fold down stretcher, it rolls up.
Yeah.
Rolls down, yep. Very compact, but very heavy.
Right, well look, let me get my assistant in.
Yep.
Wiper. I even got a bit of fetching outfit myself. Right, Wiper, go on over there. We're going to strip Dave down and we're going to talk about the bits and pieces as we do it. So.
Okay, let's start with the gas mask.
Yeah.
A rubberized assault gas mask would go in there.
Right, well here, pass it over there. Do we get a look at it?
That is for waterproofing.
No, there's no gas mask in there, because the law has changed on these things.
The stuff inside it is a bit...
It's a bit nasty, is it? It's like asbestos-like stuff, is it?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to put it on me, so...
And is this waterproof?
Yes, that is waterproof, yeah. It's rubber.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so that when they thought the gas attack would come,
yeah,
they needed, especially on an assault, they thought quick, easy, and waterproof.
Cool, cool.
So,
right.
Let's get the helmet off, because that's heavy helmet.
I want to see that.
Very heavy. Oh, I got a helmet here as well. Yep, that was supposed to protect you from shrapnel. Well, mainly like rocks falling. That's a very fetching cap.
Yeah, and they wore this underneath that then,
Only if it didn't fit.
It just helped with the fit of it?
Yeah, and it's nice and warm as well.
As everybody knows, I've got a big head. It's a...
I said nothing.
Yeah.
I said nothing.
So,
yeah, that's start for being a medic as well. Red Crosses, Geneva Convention.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, it doesn't always happen that way, does it?
No. It's you would have stood out in battle with that. That's for
that was
sure.
the idea.
But you maybe have stood out for the wrong reasons, possibly, would you?
It happens.
Yeah. Okay, what else have you got on you?
Mae West.
Mae West.
It's a technical term. It was a life preserver.
Yep.
And it made you look like you had nice big boobs.
Right, hey.
And Mae West was a very popular actress at the time.
So the guys that actually stormed the beach were wearing these.
Yep.
But so many of them drowned. They must be crap.
They would inflate underwater and tip you up if you didn't have them in the right position.
So if you didn't have it on right,
you ended up upside down in the water. Some of them didn't inflate.
Ow.
And some of them were so heavy. Look, I am so weighed down at the moment.
Yeah.
It didn't afford much protection.
It didn't give very much protection.
And once you've got a few bullets in you, trying to get all this kit off.
Yeah.
To swim up, you haven't got a lot of time, and that is. I don't know how many.
Yeah, because even from the point of view of somebody, I know we're getting into the brutal side of war here, but it's hard to ignore it really. But even with the amount of webbing and stuff that you have on there, Dave, I take it your standard squaddy would have had something similar to that amount of webbing.
This is standard.
So if you had any sort of torso wound, you'd have to get through all of that, even just to get to it.
That's why I carry these scissors on my. This is the weapon that would save me.
Yeah.
I'd call it a weapon.
And they're original, those scissors. Everything you're wearing, Dave,
everything I'm wearing, apart from this, which I had to get made.
You had that tailored, yes. Okay, so webbing-wise, then you've got layers and
layers of webbing to protect me. Well, protect me. I say protect me. It's to keep it all in one.
So all your
area.
medical kit would have been...
In these 2 saddlebags here.
Yeah.
These hold my morphine, most importantly.
Is there any in it?
Yeah, yeah.
We've got to get some of that out. So, can I have a look inside?
Yeah, you can, yeah. I might have some dirty mags in there, I don't know.
Oh, dirty magazines. That'll do. This will be a very interesting episode. Oh wow!
Creams.
Is it all original
Yes,
stuff?
all that is original. Yes.
So we've got
Ammonia, inhalant, smelling salts.
wow. Let's see if we got close cams here, and you guys can see some of this stuff.
Bakelite.
I didn't realise you had Bakelite. I've heard of that. What does that do?
It's like plastic, but not. It's
Yeah.
a forerunner to plastic.
And what's in that? Sutures, matches,
No, that
or
would be pills.
pills?
Pill
Yeah.
bottles, yeah.
What's this here? Dyed dressing.
Dressings, the main thing for dressings.
And
Get them on.
Green. Why?
Because everything was green. Look,
Yeah.
I mean, it was supposed to be camouflage, but it says camouflaged on there.
Yeah. Yeah. So it does. Yeah.
But I don't believe it's camouflage to hide.
There's just a bucket of stuff in there, guys.
So
I don't
much
know
stuff.
if you can. Let me see if you can see in there. Oh, it's.
And because I like surgery, what we call capillary,
Well, what's capillary?
it's the tie off veins. I won't go into detail, but you can use your imagination on that.
Yeah.
And it's used to suture veins and arteries.
I take it this stuff doesn't biodegrade.
No, that's original as well. That was 70
Wow.
years old. Yeah, it's taken a long time to collect, but
70 years. Yeah.
at least. Some of it's older than that.
Is that like foot powder? Apparently, very, very important at the time because if your feet are wrecked,
If
you're
your feet
doing
are wrecked,
nothing.
You're not
Yeah.
doing a very good job. And that actually, I didn't know. But you open it, that one's actually empty at the moment because it's.
Yeah.
It
It feels there's something in
There
it.
might be pills in there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's to sterilise water.
Sterilization tablets.
Sterilisation
Yeah.
tablets. That's what I put in there. But that foot powder, actually, I didn't realise, but it still comes out.
Wow.
After all that time, 70 years, it's still disgusting. That's that. Given to every personnel.
Yeah.
You know about Saving Private Ryan when he's shot and they're pouring that white stuff over
Yeah,
him?
yeah.
That's that. It's supposed to sterilise wounds.
Really?
Yes.
Mm.
How good it did? That's
We see.
still
I would
debate.
say by today's standards,
It-
you know,
yeah,
so much has moved on in the
so
medical
archaic.
industry.
it's archaic.
Yeah.
But it paved the way for a lot of advances, especially with the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with choppers. I mean, the Korean War, because of their medivac
Yeah.
that they learnt from D-Day and things like that was nearly top notch, even
Yeah.
by a few years down the line.
Oh, I'm moving my.
And then
knocking my guys all over the place. Yeah. So let's get this webbing out of the way.
That's
I
the
could spend
last,
all day looking through this. I'm getting a bit shocked here. I'm actually enjoying this.
and that's the last bit of webbing. A pistol belt that I've fitted a rifle bit to because it's very heavy.
Yeah.
But lots of medics did that.
Yeah. So you've done a kind of like
I've
an
done a
authentic
field
field modification. Yeah.
And that's carrying another one of those, or two of those sulphur packets and
Yeah.
dressings as well, and water bottles. Mm-hmm. Another key thing, if you're dehydrated, you're not going to be fighting.
Yeah.
So lots more water on me, so they can come and take it from me.
Now I was told
All done.
during first aid
Yes.
that whenever you came across somebody injured, if they were asking for water, you weren't supposed to give it to them. Now, I know that that's probably your water, but
that's my water, and I wouldn't use it. I definitely wouldn't give it to someone who had a gut wound.
yeah,
But that's more to do with keeping the troops that are still fighting hydrated.
yes.
That's not.
Oh, really?
Yes, because I only had one. I carried two to keep everyone else hydrated. So they knew that a medic would have. Oh, he's always going to have spare water.
Yeah,
Keep your troops hydrated, and they'll fight a lot longer than they would have.
yeah. And that must still apply because I'm actually taking that from whenever I was in the cadets as a kid.
Good start.
I enjoyed that, but I remember very well a training exercise where we'd come across somebody who was badly wounded, and I was only a kid at the time, and they kept asking for water, and I was unsure whether I could give them water or not, and I tried to give them just a tiny bit just to take the dryness away.
A moistened lips is always.
But it was a strange one. But
some of those tablets in there you have to take, even if and take lots and lots of water.
Yeah.
Because it would make you ill, but not if you've got
a gut wound.
Which is very likely.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Right.
Anyway, back to fun stuff.
So the rest of the stuff that you've got on was all standard issue uniform at the time. Are the pants combat pants? Are they? They look almost like dress pants as well.
They were for some dress occasions. Well, I mean, I've got my tie on.
Yeah.
This would be called B class. You'd have a slouch cap, which I've got down there. And that they would go out in this.
But would they have landed in?
They would have landed in pants like these.
Bloody hell!
Which is why when they got wet, they're
heavy. So heavy.
More heavy, more water, and you get. I mean, these were.
Well, you're going to have to lift them up, Dave. Yeah, put them on the table. Put them on the table. Yeah.
These were supposed to stop stones getting in your shoes.
Yeah.
They're called gaiters. They're the most frustrating thing I've ever seen in my life, trying to get them off.
We had a thing when I joined the cadets, when I first joined the cadets, called putties.
Putties. That is what the British would have called them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Putties were, the putties for us looked like something out of the First World War.
Were they like a crescent?
No, it was a long bit of cloth, and we had to wind them round the boot.
That is more.
That was First World War type stuff, and it was strange, because this is back in the 90s. You would have thought that it would have moved on by then, but we were using very old gear.
You find that in the cadets, definitely. But they were still using First World War kit at the start of the Second World War, because they didn't have they'd only just come out of the Great Depression. They had no army to deal with.
Well, I'm wearing a very fetching Fallschirmjäger schmuck.
Very nice.
Which, I don't know, would they have wore this on D-Day on the other side? Would they have had anything like this? Or did that come later or earlier?
A lot of the D-Day, I mean, if they were Fallschirmjäger, they would have worn that. I mean, the SS troops wore camouflaged uniforms. Yeah. Not quite like that, but the variation. Yeah.
I'm quite impressed with it, actually, because compared to, when we're talking about camouflage, compared to what you're wearing, that is more what I would consider camouflage. And
if you look at a guy in the Pacific, he wore a lot more camouflage.
Just hold that there. Yeah.
They tried to do it over in the European theatre for the Americans. They had camouflage uniforms, but they found that, I mean, certainly other units and the British would think, camouflage is a German. Ah,
right. So it led to more blue on blue.
And they just thought, no, we'll just keep what we've already got. And they upgraded this to a better, more of an airborne uniform later on in the war. Yeah. But as a D-Day first-time lander, that's what we would have worn. Yeah. But yeah, they did have camouflage. The armoured, second armoured, I think, had a camouflaged unit. Yeah. And they thought, no, we can't, because people were trained to kill camouflaged. Well,
D-Day is something we're going to come back to because I find it fascinating. Actually, I must admit I enjoy it. I would like to see what my Nachtwolf would have done during D-Day.
Probably would have just trounced everyone, just rolled over them.
So it's maybe in an episode or two we're going to come back to that and we'll talk a little bit. I'm going to pick your brains a bit more about D-Day because I'm curious. I really am impressed with the outfit, Dave. Uniform.
I thought you were going to say, sorry, David, then.
Yeah, no.
I was hoping I'd get a David.
You're not getting a David yet. When you beat me in this scenario, you'll get a David.
Maybe.
Because this is David versus Goliath here. Right.
Yeah, what can I say?
Okay, Time Lord. Let's get on with the show.
Okay.
So in this one, 2 episodes past, we played with the tanks.
We did play the tanks.
Okay, and it was fantastic.
I couldn't roll more than a 2 the whole game.
Really enjoyed the tanks, and at the end of this episode, I have something to show you. Okay, so but before that, we did say the next thing we were going to learn about is I'm going to learn about infantry, how infantry work. So in this game, I have all my infantry versus all your infantry.
Yes, a sorry bunch they look as well, don't they?
Yeah, I've probably twice as many as you.
You do?
So what we've done is we've set it up that you're defending an area.
Yes.
That my Nachtwolf Nachtwolf.
That's it. On D-Day, paratroopers would have held up in places.
Well, basically, you've something in there that I want. Okay?
Doritos.
I don't know what I'm doing just yet. We're going to work this out as we go along. But you've something in there that I want. There's a relic. There's a book or there's something in there that I'm after.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yes, probably.
Field Grey. 50 Shades of Field Grey.
50 Shades of Field Grey, the very early copy, signed. And then my secondary objective is I need to kill all of your guys because I don't want the knowledge of me getting back that I was here.
Right.
I'm going to struggle, but I'm going to.
Well, I don't think so. I mean, you've got a lot of men out there.
So
I'm only me.
Based on this scenario, we're just going to go with I'm the attacker, yeah? So I get to go first, yeah?
Yes, you'll be attacking.
So, right. The phases are move, then shoot, then assault.
Yes.
And there's a pre-phase before that where you do all the bookkeeping and check the morales and things like that.
And pinning checks as well.
So, infantry as standard can move 6 inches.
Yep.
Okay?
Yes.
I have a platoon of grenadiers. I'm just referring back to my sheet. Remember, myself and Dave bought 2 boxes, so that way we can see what each other have as well. So it's always handy for Dave to keep me right. I have Grenadier Platoon 1, Grenadier Platoon 2, and the Grenadier Company HQ.
Yes.
Okay? And my Grenadier Platoon 1, this is just straight from the box. So if you have the open fire box, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
We might be able to get a little scan of this up on the screen. There you go. 3 Grenadier squads, it's 165 points. And then the other one has 3 Grenadier squads. And each squad is made up of 2 bases. I have a base with 5 guys on it and a base with 4 guys on it.
Yeah, so it's to represent the rifle machine gun nature of the German squad.
Now, my entire army, both all the infantry, the anti-tank and the tanks, are confident veterans.
Yes.
But Dave, yours is slightly different this time, isn't it?
Yes, mine actually have the upper hand on morale as it goes.
Yeah.
I am taking a parachute rifle platoon. It could be 101st or 82nd.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter this time. But I am counted as a fearless veteran. That might come into play later on for morale checks.
Yeah.
We don't know. And maybe counterattacks if we need to. If you have the desire to assault my position.
Now, if we pointed this up, I have, well, 300, nearly 400 points versus Dave's 265 points. So
it's,
but
I'm in a very good position to hold off.
Yes, and I do have a lot of open ground to go across.
You do.
And more importantly, we don't really care. We're going to have some fun with this.
We're going to shoot until we die.
See how it goes. Right, well, as it's my go first, I deployed pretty much, I was forced to deploy back here because we're trying to get plenty of space between the 2.
Yeah, we can throw stones at each other if we...
There's no indirect fire, there's no bombardments or anything in here, so my deployments are pretty tight.
Yes.
But Dave was explaining to me when I was deploying that as I learn and as I go forward, I don't really want to have all my guys all clubbed together like this, because you have a template, Dave, don't you? That
the size of this template, it doesn't look much on this, but if you can...
Yeah,
I mean,
I can just show you that.
Every single one
yeah,
of your
my
troops
entire
there.
platoon fell under that template.
That's the standard artillery size. There are bigger ones than that.
Well, I have seen some.
There's a large one, and there's a huge one.
I've seen one like
that's more
this size
that's
here.
more Russian size.
Yeah.
But for everyone else, mortars, normal howitzers go on this one here.
So worth keeping in mind, and I'm not going to claim to be tactically strong about anything I'm going to do in this. Right, let's get on with it. So, as standard, they move 6 inches.
Yes.
The other thing I need to take into account is that they are veterans, which means they have a command radius of what, 8 inches?
8 inches, yep, for them, yep.
So long as all the units in the platoon are within 8 inches of each other, the platoons themselves don't have to be within 8 inches of each other, do they? Okay, so I'm fine. Right. I'm going to use something called at the double.
Moving at the double, yes.
Which means that instead of the 6 inches, I get to move 12 inches, but I can't shoot.
You cannot shoot, and if I do elect to shoot back at you, I get double the amount of dice to shoot back at you with.
Oh.
Yes. Because you're literally charging at me full pelt without much regard. I mean, even on a flat road, you can probably find a gully or a drain to hide behind. You are not looking for cover at all. You're just charging it.
Right. Okay. Do I need to take tests to run through the forests or anything like that, or am I
infantry
okay?
are very forgiving for movement.
Right, in that case, every millimetre counts for me. So I'm going to move forward. And I'm going to... It is big, actually, when you see it like this.
You think, oh, 12 inches. And then you see it on the table, especially on a table like this.
Yeah.
You've covered so much ground in one move.
He's maybe forward a wee bit too far, so it would be like that.
What you will find, I mean, I kind of understand what you're going with now, and you've just given me, well, there's one platoon there, and then it's target saturation.
Yes.
I can't even say the word, I'm so...
Well, this is my thoughts on this, is if I'm going to be in trouble, and I'm going to get a lot of shots fired at me, the only thing I can really think of doing, Dave, is to try and...
give you as much to shoot at as possible.
Yes.
I can, yes. And seeing how many men and how many I've got.
There's also a little psychological element to this as well.
There is. I mean, you are barreling full pelt at me with much less regard than I think I would have given to a...
Yeah. So...
I'm much more cautious. And I think that might be your upper hand, is that you have that...
Naivety?
No, funny enough, I was going to say naivety, but then I thought, no,
Yeah.
you have that urge and the mindset to go for the throat.
Yes, well, this is the mindset of my army, Dave. This is what I've decided for them, that these guys here they mean business.
And they look like they mean business as well.
Right, so I've made my move.
Yep.
That is it for me, Dave, because I can't shoot.
Because
I'm certainly not in any range to be able to assault.
No.
So now you got to bring on the pain.
And I don't know, but I might not be able to be in range of some of them. We will see. I think for now, my best idea is to try and whittle down sections of your army.
Mm-hmm.
If I can kill one or two over here, one or two over here, the influx I might even pin you.
Yeah.
We'll go into pinning.
Well, before we do that, can you talk me through a little bit just what you have here? So,
yep.
Who's in your side there? So
I've got 2, 4, 6 sections of rifle machine gun teams.
Yeah.
2 shots each.
Mm-hmm.
Fearless veteran, very good fighters.
Okay.
Especially in close combat, which we'll see later on because of their veteran status.
Yeah.
Command team with a machine gun. Moves and fires always 3 inches, 3 shots.
And they don't lose any shots.
They don't lose any shots, and they can shoot an assault as well.
Oh, nice.
Which is what you've got here as well in spades. So that might. I've got a section mortar, which is good for killing troops that are dug in.
Yeah.
And it's also got a longer range than the rest of the squad, so it can start bringing fire much earlier on into the game.
Now, are your guys dug in at the moment then?
They would have been.
Yeah.
At the start of this turn because I'm defending.
Okay.
I didn't put the marker down. I will now.
Okay, so they're starting out as
they
dug
are
in.
dug in. Once I open up and shooting, I will lose gone to ground because they would start in a defensive mission. Normally they'd have gone to ground and cover, which will give them a higher.
Yeah.
But as I got the wall, I'll still be concealed.
Yes.
So we'll go from there. So I'm gonna open up from this side on here.
It's probably worth describing that actually. This is a wall.
That's a wall there.
That gives you +1, and these are 2 buildings.
2 buildings. They give you the same, but also when you go in, you get the effect of being in bulletproof cover.
Yeah.
Without having to stay in one position, you can move forward and back and still be in bulletproof cover.
Okay, and we'll hopefully get to see
we'll get some
what
bulletproof
that works.
cover later on, and that's another wall as well.
Okay, great.
+1 to hit.
So you are well dug in there.
I'm well defended, and I think that might be the
tipping point. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I've got 2 shots from there each.
Yeah.
So that'd be 4. Because I'm shooting at a move doubled unit, goes up to 8.
Right. Okay.
A bazooka.
Yep.
Normally fires as an anti-tank round, but man-packed guns and bazookas can fire as rifle teams as well. And also flamethrowers as well.
Yeah.
They don't have to fire the flamethrower, they can fire as a rifle team.
You don't have any flamethrowers in there, do
I
you?
don't in this army.
All right, okay.
I do have a prolific amount of flamethrowers in my assault army because of D-Day.
Right, okay.
We'll see, maybe I'll crack it out one day.
Yeah.
So, 2 shots, 8 shots, 10 shots from the rifle, that one.
Ooh.
I didn't even check the range. I was very naughty there. Yeah, you're well in range.
Yep.
So, as you're a veteran, 4's to hit normally.
Mm-hmm.
It'll go up to 5 because I'm firing.
Oh, does the cover work against you even though you're up against it?
It's a good point, actually. Because I'm up against the wall, I will get the cover and the concealment.
Yes.
But because I'm up against it and firing over the top,
Yeah.
you won't.
Perfect. Right. So it is as I thought.
Yes.
You get the benefit if I'm shooting
benefit
at
if
you,
you shoot me.
But I don't get the benefit
No.
of you shooting at me.
If I was further
okay.
back and firing over the top,
Yeah.
then we would both get it.
So I'm as standard, what, 4's to hit?
4's to hit, so that's 2 hits.
2 hits. Right, what do I do now, Dave? So
Well, it's pretty easy to allocate for this kind of shooting. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got 2 hits on there. To be honest, you go for the nearest companies first and work backwards. I mean, you've got no one in, you've not got half in and half out. So
Yeah.
2 hits on any of those front will suffice.
Okay, do I get to allocate them? I can't
do.
allocate them to the back guys?
No,
or
because of
anything?
the way it works, you shoot through. I mean, I
Yeah.
could try and pick out things behind you
Uh-huh.
if I was firing, say, through these into the commander.
Yeah.
But for this one, yeah, it'll be closest teams first.
Okay, so I get to take, what, 2 saves?
2 saves or 3 up.
And they're 3 up. And that's standard across
Standard
infantry,
across
isn't
the board,
it?
yep. Standard
So
for infantry.
all infantry get a 3 up save,
Yes.
regardless of whether they're conscripts, trained or veteran.
Yep. The conscript, veteran, and confident go on how to do it is to hit you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
So
how
they're
it
all
affects.
just on the same save.
all
okay.
in the same save.
Right.
Oh,
I lost both.
that's a good opening salvo.
Right. And I can't pick 2 guys from the back.
No.
Okay. Right. Well, then it's just going to have to be these 2 guys here, unfortunately. So I'll take them off and put them to the side. And your shooting continues.
Yes. As I split fire, we do it in sections just to get it. So, 2, 4, 6. No. Shooting into terrain.
Yep.
If you're over 6 inches through the terrain, I cannot see you.
Right.
So if I look,
I can very quickly check
can
that.
check.
Yes, I am
you
over
are
6 inches.
So these wouldn't be able to see those 2 teams.
These
there,
2 teams.
at
Okay.
least. That one can see that one
Yep.
because it's open, and these 2 can see. Actually, let's just check through here.
Oh, I'm moving guys
That's
here.
right.
So.
I wouldn't be able to see from him.
Okay.
I
Yep.
can see him. No, I can't see through him either because I can't shoot from my own teams.
Yeah.
So only 4 shots from that one into there. The mortar will do, no, it doesn't matter, 4 shots as well.
Right.
Because they go a rate of fire too, their firepower is different,
Yeah.
but that only works for things like dug-in infantry. So that won't affect, it's just going to add rate of fire.
Okay.
And we'll do those 2 on that squad later after. But sorry, no. So, forwards. Yep, because you're all only open where I can see it.
Yep. Oh my goodness. So
Maybe-
1, 2, 3,
maybe
4,
take-
5, 6, 7. Dave has managed to roll 5 6s.
Yahtzee.
The other thing about this is there's a rule in this, which means that if you get 5 hits or more, I'm pinned.
You are pinned.
So I need to dig through my little tokens and pull out the little hexagon
One.
token
Yep.
that says I'm pinned, and that's on this
That's for
platoon
the whole
here.
platoon, yes.
Wow.
Regardless of casualties, because you could save all them.
Yeah.
I hope you don't.
Yeah.
But you would still be pinned.
Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 saves to take.
The problem is with allocation, it's only going to be on those 2 teams.
Okay. So that means even if I fail all 7, you're only going to kill those 2 teams. The wounds don't spill over.
Because you only got 2 valid targets, you allocate to those 2 targets, and then you do the whole allocation again to those 2 targets.
Right. So
So what you would effectively do is, how many hits have we got?
7.
7 hits. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Right.
4 on that one, 3 on that one. It doesn't come up very much that you have to take so many hits on one team.
Yeah.
But for this, because of the way it's set up, you'll find that you need to allocate it.
So
like
they don't spill
they
over.
Won't spill over, no. Which is lucky for you, because you know you're only going to lose
the
2
word
teams.
luck is key there, because I didn't
cannot
realise.
see.
Yeah. Well, let me roll some saves here and see what we can come up with.
Let's hope he doesn't.
So I failed 3. Well, I was never going to save these 2 anyway.
2 dead. 2 dead bases.
And a more experienced player probably wouldn't even have bothered rolling the saves on that.
I think I would have anyway.
Just in case. Yeah.
7 hits there. I never rolled that in the game before.
Who have you got next then? Who's going to shoot?
I'm going to do this one against your command team.
Right, okay.
And just see what we can do. 2 hits.
2 hits. So I go for 2 saves. Yeah. And I make both saves.
And
Thank goodness for that.
That's it, yeah. I didn't have enough to pin you.
Yeah.
That squad, so it's only that one that's pinned, and we'll go through that.
And I suppose at this stage, it's very naive of me, again, asking now, but if you'd killed my command team, would that have had an impact on my army?
Yes.
Okay, right.
Not for this game.
Mental note.
Because we'll just go through it till we're both dead on the floor. But if you lose your command team, you don't get to do company morale checks later on.
Right.
We'll go through a whole morale.
Oh, there'll be an episode.
Section,
yeah, there'll be an episode
go through
on morale.
All that bookkeeping.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, it doesn't matter for now. I mean, I lost both my company tanks last time, didn't I?
Okay. Right. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Well, thank goodness for that. Okay, so...
You haven't lost enough to cause any morale checks yet.
No. These guys are pinned.
They are pinned.
Does that mean that now during my bookkeeping phase I can see if I can unpin them? Yes.
It seems strange, but pinning in my turn can affect assaults.
Right.
So that's why it affects on that turn. But you might fail it.
Yes.
And so they'll be pinned through your turn.
For this turn, right. And to do that, that's a skill check or a morale check?
It's a morale check, but it will go on your Fearless Veteran Confidence stat.
Okay. And my guys are veteran.
No, you're confident.
Oh, it goes on the reluctant, confident, fearless. Oh, okay, right. So
I might have said something wrong.
Yeah, sorry.
4 up.
4 up. Okay.
So they are pinned.
They are pinned. That doesn't help me at all.
Not really, but I can't see you at the moment.
Yes.
So, right, when you are pinned and you stay pinned, you cannot move. And you cannot fire your full rate of fire.
Yeah.
It's like you're already moved.
Well,
you can move, but you can't move closer to where I am. So you can pull back, but I don't think that's going to be one of your game plans, to be honest.
No. What is the assault range, Dave? How close do I have to be in order to do an assault?
4 inches.
I have to be within 4 inches to be able to make an assault stick. Right.
And you can't assault after you moved at the double.
Yeah.
Just in case you were trying to do it.
Oh, so I can't go at the double and then
No.
Okay.
Oh, this game would be over in seconds, wouldn't it?
Right, well then that's definitely not going to work. Right, I'm going to have to start doing some damage to you here. So I'm going to come forward my full 6 inches. Okay.
Not that I want to give my opponent any help, but I don't think that's a good idea.
No, it's probably not a good idea, actually, is it?
If it were me, and I don't play very aggressively, I would try and hug to that. Because it will give you concealment.
Yeah.
You can shoot out of it. And I don't want to leave this position. So maybe a flanking charge might happen if you survive.
Maybe.
Maybe, or maybe just want to go in and shoot me to heck and back. But remember, if you've moved...
What do you do, guys? What do you do?
Well, if it was a real game...
Yeah.
You would definitely want to get that flank off.
Right. Okay. So... Yeah. Right, okay. Let's try this then. Okay, I'll go put him back where he was. What does it they say? No take-backs. Eh?
Yeah.
So...
No, I'll let you this. See,
I'm going to keep them...
Yeah.
There.
They have a very short rate of range, but their rate of fire is...
Their range is what, 4 inches? Yeah, so
it's...
these guys, I'm just going to try and move everybody in to...
Yep, that's in.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
So that's them in. These guys are pinned,
They
so
are
nothing
pinned.
I can do with them.
Not particularly, no.
And the difficulty is if I move these guys forward, all of the fire from there all ends up on them.
Yes.
However, at the same time,
I mean, you've still got the move at the double. I mean, that will put you into there, at least.
yeah,
And that just, you know, that. I mean, I may be able to shoot you from that one, maybe. Probably not these, if you position it correctly.
Yeah.
Or just hide behind the forest there. Me no tactics.
right, I'm going in.
Oh, I like it. The pride of the Nachtwolfen.
Yep, that's it. Right. I'm into a shooting phase, and because I haven't actually, well, I've moved out the double with them. There's nothing I can do with them. But these guys haven't.
No.
I have 4 bases that can shoot at you. They're within the 16 inches of their range.
Yes.
Okay. That means they get 1 shot per base.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, I would need 4s normally to hit you, but you're behind a wall, so I need 5s. Right, for concealed.
That is really helpful for the paratroopers because they haven't got a lot of men on the ground.
Is the fact that they're dug in still help?
That will help you if you start to hit me, yes.
All right, but I don't need to worry about it yet.
When you hit me, yep.
Right. So one hit.
Right, I take my save as normal.
Yep.
So I will. I do.
Okay, yep.
If I had failed it, you'd have to take a firepower check.
Uh-huh.
So on here, firepower checks of all rifle teams is going to be 6.
Yep.
You'd have to roll a 6 to kill me outright.
Right, so whenever you're dug in, and this is in the building as well.
Buildings and
so
dug in, you
it's
get
counted as
bulletproof.
bulletproof. Right,
Yes.
okay.
So it's like getting your head down, keeping down. Bigger weapons are easier to kill things in dug in positions.
Okay, right, well that was a pretty ineffective turn for me. I feel a little bit dirty actually because I've used something called tactics.
Yeah.
I wanted to get in there and just do some killing. So, right Dave, it's your turn.
My turn. So you have actually got me in a quandary though. It's a good word that. I can't see any of these.
Yep.
Because I know they're
from the
all
previous turn, yeah.
Yes. I can see them from here.
But you're out of range.
I'm probably out of range.
Yeah.
And I've got a platoon of very nasty looking Germans.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and see if I can whittle this side down first. See if I can get them out of the game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to... I'm going to be able to see them because they're close into the train.
Yeah.
And I can see from those 3. I wouldn't be able to shoot from my own team. And I can't shoot from my own team if it was a rifle team.
Why is that?
If it was a rifle team, they don't want to shoot for their own men in case they hit them.
Oh right, so you can't shoot through your own men.
If you've got a gap, well, we didn't do that actually. But if you had a gap like that, it would be fine.
Yeah.
I have no gap like that.
Right, okay.
If I was shooting through, I can shoot through teams behind them if that was an enemy team shooting into an enemy team.
Yeah.
Because if I fall short and kill enemies, who cares?
Yeah.
But they won't do it for their own men.
Right.
As a mortar,
yeah,
I can fire over the top of my own men, which is another reason why it's such a good thing to have in a squad like this. So that's another 2 shots.
Okay.
You moved at the double.
Yes, I did.
So it's going to be double the amount of firepower.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, okay, yeah.
So 1, can't do that one. 2, 3, 4, 5. 10,
well, they haven't moved, so they get 2 shots each, don't they?
Yeah. So 10, 20.
Okay, get your dice going. Yep. You're probably going to need to go into your wee dice pool here and pull the rest of them out.
14, 16, 18, 20.
20 shots.
Still 5s to hit though.
Yeah.
Because of your veteran status
and the fact that they're
in a forest.
In a forest,
yes,
yeah. So they were 4s normally,
yep,
5s now.
Yes.
Okay. Right.
See, that's not a very good roll.
Oh, it's good enough, Dave. So
3.
let's pull the ones out that didn't hit. So.
No. 5s, that's it. 4 hits. I didn't actually pin you with that.
Okay.
But I could, if you don't... So
if I don't save them, you've destroyed the unit. Okay.
Allocation of fire would be 1 and 1, and I would put 2 on the back one.
Okay, so if I roll...
I would do them individually for this one.
Okay, so the first one, yeah.
Fine.
Fine. Second one.
Fine.
Fine.
Fine. I would have to roll the second one.
Fine.
Bloody hell.
Okay, that's the Nachtwolf.
Not a happy man.
Yeah, I should have just ran everybody forward. No, you see what you do whenever you dent with confidence?
I know, yeah. I threw you a bit by killing things.
Yeah. Right, so, okay, is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn, I'm afraid.
Right. Do these guys automatically come out of pinned now?
No, you still
No, really? I have to roll for that again?
Yeah, but you're the best, well, you're nearly the best to do it. No.
Oh, for goodness sake. Right.
So you can move them back or around, but not closer, and they can't shoot.
Okay, well, I know at the moment where they are
fine.
is probably the safest place for them. However, this is where things get good.
Yes.
You'll see me sneaking in a measurement there.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
I'm not allowed to do that, am I, in a game? We can do it during this, but it's to try and understand what I can do and what I can't do. Right, Dave. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm running out of the forest. Okay?
Like very many horror films set in Second World War.
I'm not within 4 inches of you.
At the second.
Which means that I'm going to have to move.
You're going to have to move.
Which means I'm going to have to bring my rate of fire down from 2 to 1. Which means I don't have as many shots to pin you. Okay? So there is a disadvantage to this, but...
But I would say as well, this is all one platoon.
Mm-hmm.
You've got 2 machine guns, submachine guns there.
Yes.
So as all shooting happens at the same time...
Yeah. Oh, I do have an opportunity. Yeah.
You could... I mean, you've got a lot more rate of fire there.
Yeah.
And here.
Than what I initially thought.
They both have to do it individually, but they've both got a chance of pinning the squad.
Okay.
There's a lot of firepower, and especially with... You've got 2 submachine guns there. That's 6 shots on their own.
Yep. So... And you say I have to spread these guys...
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done it before because we were just running through it. But they have to have a...
Would that do?
That's fine like that.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be that far apart.
Yeah?
It's only a half an inch.
Uh-huh.
But with the way I had it, I could not see through...
Right.
Geometry.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't realise that, so it's important to leave gaps.
You need at least a small gap so they can shoot. Yes.
Right, okay.
But normally, things are so spread out anyway.
These guys here, I'm just going to leave where they are, okay?
I can see why you'd do that, yeah. You're in range, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes, so, yeah.
I'm going to move them forward just to make sure, because they still get their full complement of shots anyway, don't they?
That would go down to 1, but they would have 6 shots still.
We see they're both within 4 inches of that anyway, which means...
But that's the only one they'd be able to kill.
Yeah, whereas if I get them a bit closer...
There and there maybe, you'd get a lot more shots and a lot more...
Yeah, if they came from this side...
They would be able to shoot quite a few then.
Yeah, so if I moved, they'd also be able to assault more as well, wouldn't they? So if I moved him there...
And also, because if you butt them up against the terrain, I would not get the +1 to hit. Because I wouldn't be concealed anymore.
Uh-huh. Oh, really?
Because you're there as well.
Yeah.
That's it. Spread well against that one, yeah.
So I'm just going to bust him up against the terrain.
Because that one doesn't get the +1 to hit, it brings the rest... It brings the rest of the platoon down.
Yeah. Right. As they say, the net starts to close.
The net has closed. I thought I was on a winner there. I thought, I could actually pull this off.
Right.
I don't think so now.
Okay, so let me work out my shooting.
That's fine.
These guys get 1 shot each. So there's 4 for those guys. They get 3 shots.
Yep. They can move, shoot, and assault.
These guys get 1 shot.
Because they moved.
And these guys get 3 shots each.
Because they're 2 submachine gun teams.
You won't get a save from these guys because they're butted up against the wall.
Well, I would get a save, but I wouldn't.
Oh, sorry, not a save.
+1 to hit.
A concealment.
Yes,
yeah, you don't get a concealment.
But they are dug in. They are still dug in.
Which means that I have to use my bulletproof, or my, I have to check for...
Bulletproof.
Okay. These guys are up against the wall, and these guys, but these guys aren't. Does that mean that you get a save?
Once you bring it down,
concealment?
You bring it down.
Okay.
You know, I mean, because once you bring it down, they can tell the rest of the team. Oh, there's people over there.
Okay,
Just
so
spray
the
and
moment
play.
I did that with those guys
The moment you
there,
brought it down, the whole place.
the concealment stopped working completely. Right. Time to roll some dice.
Digging in is going to be the thing that saves me in this.
And I can roll all the dice. Can I roll all the dice at the same time, or should I do them separately?
I mean, when I said it all happens at the same time, I mean, you don't have to roll that and that separately, but it will give a better chance.
Right. So this
4's to hit.
is on this section here.
Yeah, because you wouldn't be able to see anything.
Yeah. Okay. So 4s. Okay, of which 2 hits.
Okay.
Okay. I was hoping for more than that.
I thought you was going to roll more than that. Okay, I'm going to allocate 1 to this one. Fine, and 1 to this one.
Yep.
Which is my command set. I fail it.
Right.
I'm counting on my bulletproof cover to save.
Okay, they are dug in.
So you'll need.
And I need to roll a 6.
6 because your firepower is only 6.
A 5.
Don't hit.
Right. Okay. Right. Well, I'm not panicking. I still got you with 2 hits, though, Dave. So you keep a record of that on a dice, don't you? Just.
Yep, that's it.
Right. Then I've got these guys. Okay. And again, it's 4s.
4 still. Yep.
That's more like it.
That's pinned me outright.
That is more like it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
Which is why I know the machine gun looks like it's got a very short range.
Yeah.
But once you get it in,
it's devastating, isn't it?
It's one of those weapons. It's a terror weapon on the battlefield. So how many was that?
6.
6 hits.
Yep. Of which 4 were 6s.
It was a good roll. I mean, you're getting me back now.
Yeah.
So I'll allocate 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see this one? Yep. 1, 2, 3. You can only see those 4. You can see it from there. So 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 from these. I'll get to you in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 needs a firepower check.
Yep. Okay, of which I'll roll now.
I'll do this one as well because I allocated it and now I've got to go back again. That's fine. So 1 firepower check on that one.
You want me to roll it now?
Yeah, do it now. We'll do it now.
No.
These are man-packed guns. They get a lower save.
What does man-packed stand for?
Man-packed is literally, you've got to, instead of having to wheel it or have it on the back of a lorry, you can literally pick it up.
Okay, so mortars and stuff like that you pick up and run with
little machine guns.
Yeah.
Small machine guns, even heavier machine guns as well.
Yeah.
Nothing on a track, anything that you can pick up that isn't a 6-pounder gun.
Yeah.
Like your Pack 40s.
Yeah.
They're gun teams. But these count as gun teams, but they count as man-packed teams, which means they can move at the rate of 6 inches and they don't get slowed by terrain. But they get a 5-up save.
Okay.
Because they're walking around, they're moving.
Yeah, so they're slower, they're easier to get. Yeah.
I don't.
Well, you've
got to still fight.
I've still got to take my firepower check. Okay, so
that would have saved me. See, that would have saved a normal team.
However, you are pinned.
I am pinned.
And
you do.
And I got a 6.
Oh,
so goodbye, man pack.
Yes, dead mortar.
Meet 6-pack. Right, and now I'm going to assault. I haven't ran.
You've not run, you're fine.
So I'm quite safe to assault, and I'm going to start my assault on this side of the board, Dave.
Right.
So I'm within 4 inches.
Quite easily, actually, with everyone, yep.
So...
Yeah, that would go to that one, that would go to that one, that one would go to there, and the rest of them would go behind.
Okay, right, well, can you show me this, Dave, then, till we see? So he would go in...
I would go to there.
Yep.
And I would put that one... there.
And they can just jump over the wall normally.
Just,
I don't have to take any tests or anything.
I'm moving to show you where they would go. Normally I do my defensive fire first.
Oh, sorry. Right, well, let's do that first then. Okay.
You might all be dead by the time.
Yeah, right. Well, then, do you know what? Then defensive fire first. Okay.
They are pinned, so they reduce their rate of fire.
So they're down to 1.
1 each.
Yeah. What about the machine gun team?
Yeah, still go. Yeah.
They go down to 1
They
as
only
well?
go down. It goes down to 1 only through mathematics.
Yeah.
A higher rate of machine gun, like a Vickers heavy machine gun or a Bofors anti-tank machine gun.
Yeah.
they're higher rate of fire, so like 6s and 7s. In the book, it will tell you how much it goes down to when pinned.
Right. Okay.
For a machine gun, for Vickers, it's normally 2. So a heavier 6 shot, it's 2. These ones, it will go down to 1.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So you get 4 shots at me.
Yes. So I won't be able to pin you.
Correct.
If I pin a unit, it would drive them off.
Yes.
So even if I don't kill them all, they're going to get in.
Right.
So and it goes on your normal, it'll be false.
So it was really important for me to pin you beforehand. Otherwise,
always pin.
Yeah.
And when we get into it later on, smoke.
Uh-huh.
Place of smoke. The game is set up to assault.
Yeah.
You need to do your preliminary work, your bombardments, kill a few men here, get your tanks to knock out other tanks.
Yeah.
The game is won on the assault. If you can get that off perfectly, you've won the game.
So the effect of me pinning you
has brought me down to...
has brought you down to 4 shots
instead of...
whereas you would have had 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots. And 9 shots, you only needed to get 5 hits.
Yeah.
And then I would have been pinned.
And stopped the assault.
And that would have stopped the assault dead and then left me sitting there. Right, okay.
So, it is 4s though.
1 hit.
No save.
Right, so I need 3 up
Yep.
to save this. So, yes.
Yeah, fine.
No problem.
No problems.
Right, now
Pinning,
I get to,
now you move in.
to go in.
Pinning, if you want to survive an assault...
Do you have to do the same to these guys yet, or can we do that?
Well, we'll do it later on.
Yeah.
It goes as assault.
Okay, so in the game, we're doing it as it would be in a real game. That's great.
Because defensive fire works from 8 inches away, but I've got no other... It just worked out that way. I haven't got anything...
You haven't got anything within 8 inches. Okay.
But, yeah.
Right, so if I move my machine gun team into your command team...
Yep.
And then these guys in there. Now, if we were playing with 3-dimensional terrain, they couldn't sit there. They'd be like that. Would that stop it, or would it be like that?
You could do it like that.
Yeah.
Or you just butt up to the terrain.
Okay.
So that I would
So
just
these
do that
guys
like
just
that.
butt up to the terrain like that.
And then you're in.
But they don't. There's no penalty for jumping over the wall to go in.
No, you've already done your you've done your work.
And then these guys.
That's fine there like that.
Yeah.
And they can even go like that on there. Yep.
Like that.
Yeah.
So. Right. I get 1 attack per base.
1 attack per base.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get 5 attacks.
Yep.
Now, how do I work out what I need to
It
hit
will go
you?
on your conscript trained veteran stat.
I am a veteran.
You hit me on 3s.
On 3s.
Yes.
And there's no modifiers or anything at this
Nothing
point.
like that. You're hitting me with a big spade and chucking grenades at me. It's pretty brutal, this part of the game.
So 3s, 3s, 3s. And 4.
And that
4
is
hits.
4 bases dead.
Where's your save?
No.
What?
No saves in combat.
Oh, man.
That is why the game is won and lost on the assault.
That is brutal.
Yep, that's all them dead. And, yeah.
Right, okay. Now, I want to... Wait.
Yep.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, so let's talk some scenarios here, right?
Yep.
I've killed all them. There's nobody else within 4 inches, so that combat over.
Yes.
I won that combat.
Yes, you did. So you move into that position. You take up that position.
Now, if I had only killed, say, 2 of those bases...
I would still have 2 in there. I'd have to take a morale check.
Yeah.
If I failed it, the whole platoon would fall off.
The whole platoon?
Yeah,
right, okay.
Because it goes on platoon level.
Yeah.
It would just break off. If I'd passed my morale check, which I am still a fearless veteran...
Yeah.
So that's another reason why it would have been good.
Yeah.
I get to try and see if I can either pull back my remaining teams or countercharge.
You countercharge.
Which
And
would mean
countercharge would mean that you would get to attack
start
me,
attacking back.
and I wouldn't get saves.
No.
You start ripping through my guys as well. That is pretty devastating.
What you've done there is a textbook way of winning the game.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
So these are now all dead.
4 guys dead.
Well, it's 4 bases, so it's about...
Yeah, that's
16.
a lot of guys dead.
Yeah.
And then these guys move into...
They move into the...
They get an automatic kind of...
they form up into the position that was there. Well protected.
And then we have over here... you get to do
I do my defensive fire.
You
so
do the defensive fire.
It would only be from these three because I can't see any of us.
Yeah. And why can't they see them?
Oh, they might
Because I think they could
might
see
actually
them.
be able to see them. Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
Where it was before, I couldn't. So
Yeah.
I get to 4 shots. Again, I'm not going to be able to pin you on that.
Because the whole entire platoon was pinned because of the work we did here.
Yes.
Right. So a single platoon. Yeah, I know you'd never play this game for real with a single platoon.
No.
But a single platoon is quite vulnerable
It's
in that
fragile.
sense. Yeah.
But that's why you take a lot of them.
Yeah.
If you were taking an infantry army, I would minimum of 3 squads, 3 platoons like that.
Yeah.
Backed up by like a first in command like you have. I don't have a higher command teams here either.
Yeah.
So they could try and get them back into the fight. It's more weight of fire as well. They've all got machine guns.
So this is probably another good reason for somebody or for anybody getting into the game, for him and a mate to pick up
2.
a box set each.
Yes,
That way
because
you're
that's
getting
2 platoons of
yeah,
infantry there.
and 4 platoons if you're
But then
playing
the
the
way it
Germans.
scales up,
Yeah.
you'd have a lot more to do.
Yeah.
I mean, the box set is of. I mean, and we're only playing with 1 platoon here.
Yeah.
I've got 6 tanks in that box.
That's right. Yeah.
We forget that I'm playing with only 1 section.
Yeah.
That would be 12 tanks rolling around.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
2 boxes, 12 tanks,
Yeah.
2 platoons.
Okay.
You've only got 3.
That's it. I would have 6.
You'd have 6. So yeah.
Well, you say I only have 3.
Why am I not looking forward to the end of this video? Right. Anyway, so I'll do my defensive fire.
Yep.
2 hits.
2 hits.
So you get your normal save.
2 normal saves.
You want to allocate them.
Oh, I want to allocate
I
them.
would. Yeah.
Right.
1 there.
One there
and
one on the other machine
Yep,
gun guy.
that's
Okay,
fine.
so I'll do him. He's fine. And the machine gun guy, he failed.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So that's him off. But it wouldn't be enough to. So we'll just move in.
Yep, they just go in like that.
2 attacks.
And that means I get 2 attacks.
3 up, kill him.
I'm weaker on this side of
You
the
are.
table though. But that's 2 dead.
2 dead. Now. I don't have much left, but I can either pull back or counter charge, and I think in this scenario I'm just going to counter charge.
Yes.
So I'll take them out. I might fail it.
Yep.
So
morale check. What are you trying to roll here then? You need
I need. Well, I've lost the combat.
Yeah.
But I haven't lost the combat because I've still got a team within 4 inches of your assault.
Yeah.
So the combat has to go on.
Okay.
Combat goes on until everyone's either dead or run away.
That is just. It is. Combat is brutal in this game, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tanks and.
I really like that though. It's do you know what it has the effect of? And I'll know better once we've started to play some bigger games. But it has the effect of this feel of zooming in and out of the battle.
That is exactly what it is. That's how the game set up is. I mean, you've got your men, but then you zoom out and you've got your artillery firing.
Yeah, you've got all these things going on, and then suddenly when a combat comes in, because it goes on, it feels so engaged.
Focused. You're just focused in that
pulled
area.
right in.
I mean, we're only fighting over a wall.
Yeah. But already it's like.
But you're there.
Yeah. It's an interesting dynamic, and not one that I have played in any of the other games that I've played. But it has a very interesting effect. I'm really looking forward to seeing what that is like when we start to get to bigger games with more variety of things that are coming out, and that prospect of zooming out on the battlefield, coming back, and then zooming in for the micro detail.
That's it. Yeah. And I think I'm biased, but I think the rule set does that so well.
Yeah.
I love the game, and I like it because of that.
Right.
So let's go.
Okay, so you're going to take a morale check. You need to roll
not off the table.
Yeah.
3 plus. I'm fearless.
Okay. You did it.
I did, and I'm going to counterattack.
Okay.
So I can move up to 4 inches back up.
Yep.
So 2 attacks. I'm a veteran as well.
Yeah.
So it's 3 up as well.
So 3 up, killing.
What? Oh.
1 dead. Okay.
Either one of them will be
It doesn't matter which one dies. Do I get to choose?
I would choose that one.
Yeah.
Because you're the allocating team.
Okay.
Because that one's still your leader. That's still your.
Right. Okay.
That's still your company in command.
Yeah. Do I get to choose? Yeah. Yeah. But
it's allocated, so I should have done 1 on there, 1 on there.
Right. But you were confident.
But
you thought you were going to kill both, didn't you?
I foolishly thought, you know what? It's just
So
I've got no way I could.
For the sake of completeness,
For the
then,
sake
just
of-
run that
yep.
again to show me exactly how
One
it
on
would have
there,
been done.
one on there, one on there.
Okay.
Dead.
So these guys are
One
dead.
on there, one on
yeah.
there. Dead.
Dead. Right. Okay.
But because I was cocky and I'm an idiot, and I have strange anime flyaway hair because of my gel,
Yeah.
I failed that one.
Right.
So you take a morale check.
So I take a morale check, and
You're confident.
I'm
though,
confident. So I need
4,
a 4, which I didn't get.
which you don't get. So you have to break away.
Right.
Only from here, though.
Only from there.
You've won this.
Mm-hmm.
So you will break away.
Yeah. And do you
You're-
get the chance to kill me as I'm breaking away?
I know I won't, because only if you don't get within 4 inches. If you can get away more than 4 inches, say there was another building here,
Yes.
and you couldn't move you
So-
you get your normal movement.
If that had been there.
Oh look, I can't. Still 4 inches. Captured,
Yeah.
killed.
And do I have to move directly away, or?
Yeah, I mean, in this, yes, you move directly away.
Right. Well, the building's not there.
And the building's not there, so you move back 6 inches. You know you're going to be out,
Uh-huh.
because I'm.
Okay.
And I would move up, but I'm still not. I can only move up 2 inches.
Yeah.
I'm not within the fort. Done.
So that's the end of my turn,
Yes.
which means that it's now your turn.
Yes.
So the first thing you would do is to roll to see if you're unpinned.
Yes, it would be. I mean, for a normal game, I'd actually see if I'd stay on the board at all, because
Yeah.
I've got no command team, and
Yeah.
I've got no one left. But we'll go for till the end of the game.
Yeah.
If I'm unpinned, I am not unpinned,
Right. Which brings your firepower down.
and
a
I've
lot.
also moved out of bulletproof cover,
Yeah.
which I didn't need to do.
Right enough. You were dug
In because I was dug in.
Yeah.
If you're dug in, you've got bulletproof cover. In an assault, you do not move. You don't have to move out of 2 inches. You've got a bubble of 2 inches in that close combat.
Yeah.
If
So
you're
you
not,
could have
I
stayed
could
where
have
you,
stayed
where
in
you
there.
were. Right.
Again,
Okay.
foolishly, I thought I'd have this done.
Yeah.
I didn't, and now I'm going to pay for it because I'm now pinned.
Yeah. And all you can do
Actually,
is...
I wouldn't have been able to chase you anyway because I can't move close because I'm pinned.
Because you're pinned.
So you.
Oh, right enough. You couldn't have...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do get to shoot. It's the only thing I can do because now you've bottled me in. I
Yeah.
literally have got nowhere to go because I'm pinned. I can't go there
Yep.
because you're there. Can't go there because you're there. And I can't go back because I
Well-
can't move towards infantry.
Is there anything...
There
much
is
that we-
nothing I can do.
But is there anything that we didn't really cover in the use of infantry? I'm sure there is. There's a lot of tactical and technical
Again,
things, but
it's like smoke we didn't do, but
Yeah.
we'll do that in other games. For a bog standard, quick, easy infantry game, that is everything. I mean, we even did assaults,
yeah.
which is a big part of infantry tactics.
Well,
I think that's, yeah, I don't think we can do anything more, especially not with...
yeah. Okay. Wait there. Okay, right. Dave,
I don't like the look of that.
we had a tank battle,
We have had a tank battle,
and I really, really
and
enjoyed
you
it.
trashed me at that.
And I'm amazing at tanks.
You are pretty...
I am the what's his face of
Roll.
this.
Patton.
No.
Whitman.
Wiseman. Oh, Whitman.
Whitman,
That's him.
that's it,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's him. Right. So,
Yep.
and we know I'm doing the Nachtwolf.
Yes, we do.
This is my special unveiling. I have the Nachtwolf Stugs ready to go.
Well, they look good.
So these are my 3 Nachtwolf Stugs. I'll get Justin to get a couple of close-ups of them. I'm no painter, but they look terrifying to me.
They actually look really nice.
They've got their little logos and all on them, yeah. So and they're ready.
yeah.
They're ready to do battle. They were nothing I ever paint is difficult or complex to paint. So, but you know, my vision for the Nachtwolf was that they wouldn't be bothered with camouflage and things like that, because if you were close enough to see them, you're already dead.
Yep, I like that kind of mentality.
All right, and you know, my Nachtwolf, their secondary objective is always to kill everything.
Well, they did a pretty good job of that today as well.
So, this is my tanks, and I'm challenging you to a tank battle.
I think I can take on 3
Okay.
sticks.
Yes. Yeah, there might be something about that.
Oh.
Because the Nachtwolfen don't do anything by half measures. So, this is my tank army. Because I just love Stugs. I did my 3.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it so much, I just couldn't stop. So I managed to get myself, I hooked myself up. I have 21 Stugs, man. And I've worked it out, okay?
Yeah.
Because I have my points here, okay? So my Stugs for 3 were 285 points for a Stug platoon. I have 7 Stug platoons. How cool is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It works out exactly 5 points less than 2,000 points, which I thought I could fit a machine gunner or something like that in it. But no, it doesn't matter, man. This is
5 and 10 points in this game, either way, is nothing, to be honest.
So our next vid, although I'm no expert at the rules, I just had to throw myself in it. Our next vid, I challenge you to a 2,000 point tank battle against the Nachtwolfen. You get to spend 2,000 points, but my Nachtwolf, in fact, I even have a name for this group.
Apart from, I've got a few names for it as well, actually.
It's the Nachtwolf Panzerzahn, which probably doesn't mean anything, but I've been looking at a few German words, and I've dissected them, and I've put them together, and it's the tank fangs.
Tank fangs?
Yes, the tank fangs. So these are the fangs of the Nachtwolf. So Nachtwolf Panzerzahn. How cool is that?
They look... Well, I'm speechless. I really am. I've never seen 21 Stugs.
Look, see them little green guys? Look at them all running away
at the sight of
this.
That is exactly what's going to happen.
So, I'm going to pick the terrain. Okay. I'm going to pick the setting.
Right.
All I can tell you is it's going to be cold. Okay?
Ooh, I'll get my greatcoat then.
So 2,000 point battle. Are you on?
I am, my friend.
You better stay tuned to the next episode. In the meantime, if you want to join my Nachtwolf movement, you're welcome to. Come on, guys.
No, go historical.
This is the armored fist of the Nachtwolf. This is the Panzerzahn. So,
well, yes. What can I say?
All right, guys, stay tuned. Next episode, massive tank battle. Will there be lots of rule errors on my behalf? Yes, there will. Probably, but I'm going to have so much fun doing it. It doesn't matter. Any questions, suggestions, or if you want to give me a deconstruction of what Panzerzahn actually means, probably some kind of reinforced toilet.
Yeah,
or something.
I was going to say, toilet company.
If it's that, go ahead and tell me. But if not, we're on. See you in the next episode, guys.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.